Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Brad Tragic video, and yes, I'm saying it again. Oh my god, I probably should stop that. Anyways, I have two great bands for you today, and I found a website called Bandcamp.com. If you're interested in finding new music, definitely go there. You can find some very, very cool bands, and you can actually donate to them to help their cause of becoming a great band. What? That's a whole other video. The wind is insane right now where I live. It feels like it's going to blow open the door anytime. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about A Perfect Circle and Ashes of Denial. A perfect circle today. A perfect circle today. Well, a perfect circle does not exist today, I don't believe. I believe they're not together anymore. But it's James Keenan Maynard, or Maynard Keenan, whatever, however you say his name, the Tool singer. He's a bit odd. He's a bit strange. They don't release albums consistently. They all over the place. They're random. We could talk about Tool for days and days and ask why, but we can't do that. Perfect Circle is his little side project when Tool took a break. Um, but their hit single was Judith when it first came on the waves. I remember hearing it on, I think I heard it on MTV first in the video, and it was kind of out there. And then I slowly started to hear it on the radio. It was pretty good. It was really, really awesome. Um, and as soon as I heard that album, and I didn't figure out, I don't think who the singer was until I think I seen my friend like a week later or something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's Maynard's band from Tool," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I was really interested for the album to drop and for me to pick it up because I was really wanting to hear it. I remember buying the CD. I did buy the original CD that they came out with. I believe I bought it when it came out, and I also bought the third CD, Emotive, when it came out. Emotive is a really good CD. The first CD is a really good CD. I think the first one was a self-titled called The Perfect Circle. Or no, that's not right. That's not right. Mer de Noms was the first CD. Mer de Noms was the first CD. Yeah, yeah, and also Three Libras was a good song from this band. I think it might have been on, was it on the original CD? I think it was on the original CD actually. But Murday Knobs came out. I actually bought that when it came out. Thought it was pretty good. But got tired of it after a while. I liked it, but it was just kind of good to listen to chill to every once in a while. It's one of those bands or one of those albums. Tool is really good. You can listen to them like countless times, and there's something about this. Like it was more chill than Tool. I know. How do you get more chill than Tool? But anyway, um, and then the second album dropped, and it was called 13th Step. Wasn't a fan of it at all. I didn't think like there's maybe one song on there that I thought was decent, but some people have their own opinions. Some people like 13th Step. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. It had some decent songs on it, but never really liked it. Emotive was always a favorite of mine. Like every time I see the song or the Emotive CD out anywhere, or I hear somebody picked it up on like a YouTube channel, so I'm so excited because it was one of my favorite Perfect Circle CDs, and they had a couple covers on it, I believe, and I can't tell you the covers because I don't want to say this was a cover and I'm wrong, or I don't know who sings it, but I think there was a Zeppelin song on there, I want to say, and I know they did Imagine on that CD, which is really, really good. Maynard doing Imagine, I mean, just picture that. I mean, that's pretty unbelievable. Anyways, but yeah, Moto was always the favorite of mine. I bought that, and the reason why I just didn't buy 13th Step because I would buy the CDs just for the hell of it, even before I knew what they sounded like. But I think my friend played 13th Step for me, and I just didn't like it, and I was like, yeah, I'll pass on that. And just didn't really like. I don't. I think when we listened to it, we only listened to like half of it, and I still hadn't heard any songs I liked. So that's why I just didn't pick it up, and I skipped it. I think there's other bands that probably came out around that time that I was more into. I know I was into like rap, like underground rap at that time, and I was listening to like Nadas and things like that. So, anyways, um, yeah. So there's a Perfect Circle. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely if you're a Tool fan of, if you're a Tool fan of, if you're a fan of Tool, you definitely want to check it out. Anyway, so then I ventured over to Bandcamp, and I wanted to find a couple bands to kind of throw on here. And it's not going to be bands like I just randomly throw on. It's bands I kind of want to support. I kind of want to give them the shout out because they're actually pretty good bands. There is some bands I listen to that I just really wasn't attached to that I wanted to put on here. Nowhere is Home was the first one that I talked about. Video did pretty good, so definitely thought, hey, let's try some more. So the second band in this video today is called Ashes of Denial. It's basically, let me get the name. Let me get the name. Matthew Brammer, I think is his name. And it's kind of weird, but then again, if I was doing the same thing, if I had the money, I would do the same thing. I would pick a weird name and go for it and just not put my real name on there because that's kind of cool. Even though I go by Brad Tragic right now, but anyway. It's basically him, I think, doing everything and recording. I think he may have some session guitarists or whatever playing for him, but former band members. But I don't really know everything about this guy. But all I know is, he has gritty vocals that remind me kind of Seether and Jerry Cantrell. He's from Wyoming. Kind of cool. Not really. I don't know why. I think it's kind of cool. But he appears to be the Ashes in Denial, like the front man. So I don't know if he just had this page in place, and then all the members just kind of just like some members strayed away. And if he watches this video, well, leave some comments down below. Let me know what's wrong, what's not wrong. But we definitely want to hear more from this guy or the band in the future. I know he's trying to find different members for the band and everything said on the page. But I mean, he could do good on his own, have a solo career. I think that he could do some great stuff. He does a cool cover of Epiphany. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Stain cover. He does a really cool cover of that. I enjoyed that. He has some other really good songs on there. The main song I think he has queued up on the page is a really good song. I didn't write it down, so it's kind of a long title. It's like 5 or 6 words, but yeah, you'll know when you see it. Anyway, so definitely check him out at ashesofdenial.bandcamp.com. Definitely worth a listen because if you like guys, if you like Seether, if you like Jerry Cantrell, like Alice in Chains, it's kind of in the vein of that. It's not something overly produced. It's not something that he probably spent hours. I mean, he might have spent hours and hours on it, but it seems very simple. The songs are very simple, and it seems that they just sound good. Like I don't want to disrespect him. They sound good. So that's all I want to say. Definitely worth checking out, and I think he's gonna have. I hope he has some great success in the future. I hope he doesn't give up. I think anybody that is a singer who's trying to find a band, kind of like me, and having trouble doing so, you should never give up because you can always go solo. You can always do acoustic stuff and things like that. And there's a huge, void for that, especially if you got those kind of vocals. Which I kind of have those kind of vocals. I kind of have a gritty voice and stuff. So there you go. Especially those kind of vocals, people like realism, people like that in a song. So Ashes of Denial. I can't speak. I never can speak in these videos. I'm okay once I get off the camera. I'm fine. But yeah, people that have that kind of voice and stuff, they always seem to do well when they go acoustic. So hopefully. Good God, the wind almost knocked the door down. Anyways. As always, Ashes of Denial, A Perfect Circle, definitely worth checking out. The link will be down below for bradtragic.weebly.com for everything to do with Brad Tragic, and also Ashes of Denial's webpage will be down below. And I don't put the web pages of the main artists because they're crazy, and I don't want you going there if you have a crappy computer and it blows up. Because I know Korn, like, good God, man, you go to like Korn's website or something, you got like guess a number and do a math problem and all this other stuff. So, anyways, there you go. Perfect Circle, Ashes of Denial. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, how many times do I say as always? And anyway, count it. Anyway, keep rocking and keep on listening to music. Later, guys.